normal. So that even if she eventually lose some blood during the time of delivery, we will still have enough to sustain her. Is it clear? So if you have a HB of like 10, that might be okay for a normal girl, Nagaroha. But for a pregnant woman, we want to give her drugs so that we bring it up to 11. So that even if she eventually lost 2 during child delivery, it will not require transfusion. But the end result of it all is that we should try to eat food as natural as possible. People will pass the market where they are selling beef. They will not buy it. They will want to go home and buy corned beef in ShopRite. I don't know if you understand. Canned beef. Why are you talking about canned beef? With all the fish in the market, somebody wants to go and buy canned fish. No, let's check it. But there is cumbia here. There is all these ones are fresh or frozen to some extent to know what they contain. But just to prove that I am a big man, you now want to go and buy the canned beef. It doesn't make sense. Most of the synthetic food you eat, directly or indirectly, will affect the baby. And that's what actually promotes asthma in Omaka. Initially, there are some places you cannot see some disease like asthma. It's not common. You can hardly see asthma in Ogwaga or Nuboye. Most people there doesn't have asthma. You see asthma in Independence Lake or GRA. It goes down to those food that the people eat. I don't know if you understand. In fact, there is what we call hygiene hypothesis. The more hygienic, I'm not saying the woman should be there too, but the more refined the food you eat, the more antigen it contains, the more it increases the chances of the baby you are carrying having asthma. And even when this baby comes out, sometimes you don't want anything to happen to this baby. And that is when we talk about the concept of the care kills the cat. If the baby comes out and is having kata, it is not a time to go and buy antibiotics. Most of those kata is viral infection. Allow the baby, allow him with the kata. Sometimes we can give few drugs, antihistamine, but it's not every time that we give the baby antibiotics for kata. Once we keep giving that antibiotics, the immune system will not develop well. And once it doesn't do, the child will be permitted to having kata all the time. Sometimes we allow that kata, keep only Piriton. Sometimes the child just start having diarrhea. Give enough water, give ORS. It's not a time to give Flagyl or give any other antibiotics. I don't know if you understand. If the baby has to go to somewhere, sometimes you see that the baby, the food just falls somewhere. Allow the baby to eat like normal baby. There is no need going to give the child distilled water, being sure that it is only canned water that this baby will take. It's okay once you can maintain it. But the moment the child enters secondary school, he will start drinking pure water with other child. And that is where his own ordeal will start. Whatever you cannot afford to do for a woman twice, don't do it once. I don't know if you understand. For a man, anything you know you cannot continuously do for a woman, don't start it once. So if you know you can always afford to, like me, I don't take alcohol. Not because it's bad, but because I might not have the money to drink it every time. So the thing I drink is what? Coke. Yes, it's only Coke. Because I know I can always afford to drink Coke. Anytime, I have the money. But if you feel you want to give your child water from the moon, no problem. It's the love of a mother. Give that child anything you want. But just make sure that you will keep on giving that child that thing. I don't know if you understand. When you deliver your child and you don't want to do exclusive, if you look around and you feel that my boy can go good, my boy. Don't run and go to SMA good and SAU good or UME good. Before you know what is happening, you cannot afford it again. You now run down to Cowbell. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if you understand. I don't know if you really are JPD. I don't know if not area. It doesn't make any difference. No matter how, even if he will take you social so it is still yam. It doesn't make sense. But the idea is that in this journey of childbearing, when you start, you look at your life. You and your husband will stay together. I don't know if you understand. And you check your life. You know what you can afford. You look at your age and you say, okay, I'm 30 years. Nobody knows when you will enter menopause. By the time you start it at 30 years, I don't even understand. It's no longer a time of going to tell one year do name go funa kitchen for 2 years. I don't even. You might wait for 2 years. The baby will not agree to come in 2 years. Once you're up to 30, 35, I don't know if you understand what you will do. Once you finish delivering the first one, don't do anything. Don't do withdrawal method. Don't do any family planning. Just start again to look for another one. Don't tell anybody that I told you this. But I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, there's no way you see somebody 33, 35, and you say 32 years, he's having the first one. He say, I want to do family spacing. What are you spacing for? Well, by the time that one finish, another one. I don't even understand. All you need to do is to wait. Once blood is no longer coming from that place, start again. I don't even understand. No, but if you look at those small ones that are 18 years and they are starting, you can tell them, okay, it is them that you can now sit down together with and say, what is your career like? What do you want? I don't even understand. She might say, okay, I want to deliver all my baby and take care of them while I pursue my career. Some other one will say, I want to be pursuing my career. My colleague has finished giving birth before she joined medicine. I don't even understand. By the time we are in final year, we are the SS3, and we are all doing because she finished giving birth and decided to go to the medicine. People decide how to run their life based on their own statistics. You cannot bring one statistic that will work for everybody. It's not possible. I don't even understand. And by the time you look at this child spacing 2 years, 3 years, the people that are telling you this are white people. It might work for them because Obama nobody is disturbing him. He's just on his own. Try that in Indishoji. I don't know if you understand. So it might work for them. The only people I am permitted to have this discussion with are the people that are starting early. I don't even understand. Once you go late, when is it that option? Just keep on. Thank you.